Hush, my loyal followers, don't say a word because the Film Reaper is back with a Dark and Disturbed. Happy 2025, the year where my resolution is to put even more cinematic souls to judgment than my previous year, which should not be a problem now that we got a full year ahead of us. So let's get started. The movie I'm kicking off this year of judgment with is the 2016 film Hush. It was written by the famous horror movie power couple Mike Flanagan and Kate Siegel, the latter of which stars in the movie, while the former, Flanagan, directs. The film is about a deaf and mute author named Maddie Yun, played by Siegel, who lives by herself in a remote area and suddenly finds herself caught in a deadly cat and mouse game with a masked killer, played by John Gallagher Jr. He's bent on terrorizing her to death throughout the night, so it's up to Maddie to outsmart the killer and fight back, despite not having the advantage of hearing. One advantage Maddie does seem to have is her apparent sixth sense in determining the future. You see, she describes her technique for writing in the beginning of the film as imagining a separate voice in her head commenting on her different endings and how they each might play out for her readers. I won't give away too much, but she starts to implement a similar method later in the movie to her advantage when facing her attacker. Thankfully, this movie isn't lazy or cheap with the jump scares, mainly because the theme of it is more silent but deadly. So, in a way, it allows you to feel the same fear that the main character is feeling as she's dealing with this prick. I'll admit there are some scenes I feel like they drag on for a bit longer than they need to, but the payoff to this film is so well done, it's pretty easy to forgive that. A lot of people may find this movie boring because of how they focus too much on the survival aspect rather than the development of the hunter or hunted. But personally, I don't think it needs to be more than it is. It's an intense hunter versus hunted film, and I really enjoyed the suspense elements and harsh back and forth between the protagonist and antagonist. Therefore, I'm giving a moderate recommendation for the movie Hush. I'll give it a 7 deadly sins. And if one sin best represents the film, it's the wrathful fury that encompasses both the hunter and the wild animal when it's cornered. So that's my review of Hush. Did you agree or disagree? Let me know in the comments section below, and let me know which movies you'd like me to add to my review list. Thank you for watching, and have a terrifyingly terrific day, and of course, have a hauntingly happy new year.